Hello and welcome to a little review that I thought I'd do. Yes, a couple of you have requested that I do a review of some of the new little American artillery pieces that Wargaming have squeezed into 9.12, so here it is. I've not really done reviews before, but we'll see how we get on. So they've changed the T18 to an artillery piece. Here it is. Looks like a little minion with these little arms either side. Lovely. Looks really cool. It's nice. And the T82 they've made into an artillery piece as well. I think they both used to be tank destroyers. I think the sealed clubbers of Tier 3 probably aren't too happy with the T18 going away because it was a little OP. But yes. So I've had a game in each one, so I can show you a little bit of gameplay. But first of all, let's have a look at some of the statistics and stuff. So they've also changed the T57 to the T1. I'm not going to really play that because it's Tier 2 and you're going to flick through it pretty quick and you don't really have a choice. You have to play it unless you can free XP past it. Something I would say though is that having played these two, I would say that I prefer them to the Priest and the M37. I mean, the Priest used to be very, very good a long time ago, but it's not so great now. I've been playing it a little bit on the EU servers and not really enjoying it too much. But the T18 could be a preferred choice. So I would say that if you were to pop up the American artillery line and you're having to start down at Tier 3, then the T18 is probably a good choice. Now, if we have a look at the details of each one. Here we are. We'll start off with the T18. So as you can see, 110 hit points. It's pretty quick, 48 kilometers an hour. Yes, it doesn't turn too quick, but it's not too bad at Tier 3. Yes, the rate of fire, 8.57, which works out about 7 seconds when it's completely stock. So it's not too bad. Yes. And it comes with a 75mm howitzer, which is a bit of an odd gun. If you don't hit the target you're aiming at, you probably won't splash them. It kind of just goes ploof. So you need to hit what you're aiming at, and that's what I discovered from playing it anyway. But it is a decent gun. You can whittle people down pretty well, and if you've got an open-topped tank destroyer or something, then you'll probably kill them in one go. So the T82 is the Tier 4, 130 hit points, whopping 64 kilometers an hour top speed. Takes a little while to get there, I must admit, but 4.62 rounds per minute. That works out at almost what? Maths. 13 seconds-ish. Something like that when it's stock. So yeah, that's really not too bad, and it's 105mm howitzer, so you're going to have a lot better luck splashing people when you hit near them with 105mm. Yes, so this one has 4 crew members, the T18 has 3. So yes, what I've done is I've stuck 100% crews in, so you can see what they're like with 100% crews. They are fresh. I started them off on camouflage, which is probably your best bet. Now the T18, because it's not open topped, it's completely enclosed, you can have vents. So I would suggest that if you have a stock crew and you're thinking of keeping it for a while, sticking vents on there is going to help. It's plus 5% to all crew skills, so that really does help bring the reload time down, and all round everything. It's going to help your driver, and so it's going to help you traverse speeds and your aiming times and everything like that. I've also stuck on the normal things that you would for most artillery, which is the enhanced gun lane drive, which is going to help with your aiming speed, plus 10%, and the artillery shell rammer, which also brings the load time down by 10%, which is really, really awesome. So that brings our total gun reload time down to just under 6 seconds. 6 seconds a shot. So even if because the splash damage of the 75, 76mm gun isn't too great, with 6 seconds reload you can pretty much just keep ploughing shells at people until you hit them, which is really, really nice. Now I've done a similar thing with the T82, but because it's open topped, as you can see, we can't have vents, so the only other really good half decent thing that you could put on there will be a camouflage net, help you stay unspotted for a little bit longer. And then we've gone with the rammer and the laying drive again, so that brings our total reload time down to 11 seconds from that 13 seconds, well 11.2 seconds there, from 13 seconds. So again, that's pretty good. You know, if you make sure that you get a target lined up before your reload's over and you just keep the gun firing, then you're going to rack up the damage and do pretty well. So yeah, but that's about it. They're low tiers, so you're not going to really have them for very long unless you enjoy them and you want to keep them. So, you know, I'm not going to go into too much detail, but they look pretty funky. I really do like the little T18. I'm actually tempted to keep this one myself, train the crew up a little bit more. It's I prefer this one to the T82, but I still think that it's probably a better route to go on the tech tree than the M37 Priest and up that way. So yes, okay, well, I've pre-recorded a couple of matches. I had one game in each, probably give you a little bit of a clue there as to how they went. So yeah, we'll cut to it and have a look at how they play. So here we are on mines, however you pronounce it, and starting in the north, this is the T18 and Tier 3 match. So yes, should be in with a good chance. Everyone's decided to spread out nice and evenly as well, so they are going for the hill. Looks like a few of them know what they're doing. So I've decided to head down and sit behind the rock over here in the corner, being careful not to knock anything over, obviously. So you can see that the traverse speed when I was turning in the cap circle there at the beginning, it wasn't great, but it's still fairly quick. There's a couple of early spots and kind of flicking between the battle assistant view and normal view, so couldn't hit the BT7 behind the rock there, so I thought we'd have a go at this guy. And as you can see, that reload time means that you can just keep firing at somebody fairly rapidly. The shells do tend to go a little bit long and short occasionally, but you do end up hitting them, like there. There was a nice shot. So hopefully it'll pop up again and we can get another shot in. There he is, and we finished him off, so that's good. First kill. Slots going on in the eastern side there, so we're keeping an eye on that while we're having a go at this BT7. The guys down in the western flank seem to be dealing with the little tanks down there okay, so that's pretty good. Trying to get a shot on this guy's proving difficult. They keep hitting that rock. The last one would have gone in, but he blew up just as our shell managed to get there. You can see that the shell travel time is quite long, and me trying to gauge on whereabouts we need to be aiming our shots. I'm a little bit behind. There briefly was the enemy's T18, but he was dead before we even got over there. So I'm trying to lead some shots again. They're falling short and going long and all of this kind of thing. But you can see that reload time's really quite lovely compared to most artillery. Trying to track this guy in the battle assistant view, I wondered what that would be like, and it's really quite difficult. I think the overhead view for tracking somebody is probably better. So that guy ended up copping it fairly quickly. Someone else behind a rock here. Now, keeping one eye on the map, you can see that up north things aren't looking too great. There's a tank destroyer and an M2 medium pushing on round, so try to get a couple more shots on these guys, on this little dude here, while the north kind of pushes round. So we think it's probably best to try and get some shots in. Now this little tank destroyer here, he's open topped. If we can land one on him, we should be able to finish him off. He looks to be sat on the rock there. Excellent, that went straight in, so that's him done. Lovely stuff. So there's an M2 medium somewhere. Ping the map to let the guys know. Looks like the M5 Stuart, or the little Stuart of ours, is trying to spot him. There we are. You've seen him. So now let's see if we can get some shots on him. Try leading him again, and just too short. But it doesn't really matter, because this reload time's so lovely that we can just keep firing shots at him. You can see that they kind of go long and short and all of this kind of thing. That went straight over his head. The little Stuart seems to be knocking him down a peg or two. The guy's trying to get away. We keep trying to get shots at him. Yeah, they're falling everywhere except where we want them. You can see that you can pretty much land right next to somebody and you're not going to do any kind of splash damage to them. And there he goes. So that's good. So now we've got to look out for these last remaining few. Oh, cap circle. That's probably the T127. Now whereabouts is he going to be? Not sure if the Stuart's going to be able to spot him from where he is. I think he's going to give it a go. We need to keep an eye on this cap circle then. We've got a minute and a half to try and find him. I didn't really fancy going out whilst there was a few tanks left, just in case someone else has pushed up round. There's a Crusader spotted in the south, but I'm not too fussed about him at the moment. We need to try and figure out where this guy is. Now the Stuart probably thinks that he's sat in that bush there, and he probably could be. So there's a Tetrarch coming up. And just as we move to see the Tetrarch, this guy in the cap spot gets spotted. So pop back to see him again. See if we can get over this rock we're sat behind. We do. We managed to get one in him. Can we get another one in him? Possibly. There we go. Good. So that's the cap sorted out. So we've got the Tetrarch left and this little Crusader. Now the Crusader sat perfectly still. So we make sure the aim circle comes right in before we fire. And goes long. Okay. So we wait, let the aiming circle come right back in again. Next shot, full short. Okay, so we need one in the middle, just one in the middle. That would be great. There we are. Excellent stuff. So now the Tetrarch. He sat behind this rock here, trying to let this aim circle come right in and aim just in front of him. He drives into the shot, tracks him. Hopefully we can get another shot in him. Yes, there we go. So before his tracks come back up, we finished him off. So it's just a little sexton left. Thought he was going to be over in the corner there. We can just about reach most of that corner, but we don't need to because he's spotted over here in the southwest. So now we just need to try and get some shots on him. He's dropped off spot, but you can see that the shell tracers coming in from the side there were disappearing into the bush. We aim in the bush, we got him. Woo! So here's the results. Ace Tanker badge. Yes, 6 kills. It's not too bad at all. It's a Top Gun. Right the way up there on the XP table. Lovely stuff. Yeah, not too bad at all. And 27 shots fired. Blimey. So 2 splash damages, but yeah, decent amount of money made. And it was a ×2 for the day. So yeah, lovely little thing. So the next one. Winterberg, tier 4 match. We are the only artillery on our team. So decide to start in the normal place. We are starting in the north after all. So just to cover all bases, we'll get down behind the little bit of a ridge that's just here next to these houses. And not getting too close to them, that way we can still get some shots across over into the town and across where I've just pinged the map. In these lower tier matches, I'm never entirely sure where people are going to go. Some people will decide to YOLO up this this road here, so I just thought, well, it's probably best to keep an eye on it. And there's a Lux. Straight away, there's a Lux. I tried to take a shot because I thought he was going to turn straight into the road there, and he didn't. So there's also a T46 down there. We're not going to be able to get the Lux, so maybe we can have a go at the T46. Now, I trying to gauge where he's going to be. Have I led the shot enough? Where? Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah, that'll do. So, next reload's coming up. This guy's taking some hits and he's just sat there. So, we take the shot, we finish him off. Lovely stuff. Might be worth having a look to see if we could have a go at this Lux then. No, don't like killing them. They're too cute. We can't quite hit him from there anyway, so... Try to have a go at this heavy tank, but... Yeah, we're just in the wrong spot. The buildings around there. Unless he moves forward a little bit, we're not going to be able to hit him. So, we have a look at this guy. It's S37, I think it is. We take a speculative shot at him, but it falls short anyway, and we're just not going to get a reload in time before he heads behind the building. Oh, that's a pain. So the little DW is moving up. He's dropped off spot. We have had a look around to just in case we can hit anybody else. Have a bit of a snapshot at the DW, but it fell short again. It wasn't close enough to splash him either, which is a pain. This guy's in trouble. Got to be careful not to hit him. He's dead, so we took the shot. Managed to hit the Matilda. That's good. We have moved back a little bit just to see if we can get over the houses. So let's use the battle assistant to see if we can get another shot on him. Possibly. Way, there we are. Finished him off. Excellent stuff. That's our third kill. This is a bit of a dodgy shot. Really don't think that that's going to happen somehow. We can try it though. The reload's not that long. So trying to get a shot lined up at the end of each of our reloads, if possible. So we're going to have to move the hull. Looks like. Yeah, probably best to. So we've moved the hull round. There was a couple of guys in the east, but they haven't been spotted for a while. So we'll have a go at this M3. Looks like he's turning. Way, there we are. There's our fourth kill. Lovely stuff. So DW's there. Oh, and there's one of these tiny little light tanks spotted. He's going to zip in and out too quick for us to be able to get a shot. Took a speculative shot because I thought he was going to pull forward again, but our team managed to take him out. So might be able to get another shot on this DW2. Aim time. It's not too bad. We were fully aimed there and it went right to the edge of the aiming circle. So unfortunately, we couldn't get reloaded in time to get another shot at him and our team finished him off. So this little BT7, we're not going to be able to hit from here. And I pinged the map because that Marder 38T was last spotted down south here. Really don't want him pushing on up. But we're in a good spot to be able to hit him if he's still around in this area, which a lot of the time people tend to stay around in one spot, but unlike those people, he's moved and he's in a nice defensive position around the corner there. So I think screw it, let's try out this this top speed of this little T82. See if we can get down there and give these guys a hand. So bimbling down across the snow here, you can see that it's getting up to about 50k. Not really going to push more than 50k, I don't think. It's still pretty good. Just wondering if we can get down there in time to actually get some damage on him, possibly. So everyone's converging on his position. Maybe what I should have done was gotten onto the road sooner, because, you know, we could have gotten up to a better top speed, potentially. But we're winging down there as quick as we can. As you can see in these matches as well, being the low tiers, you haven't really got to worry about counter battery too much. So, you know, you can kind of sit here and just keep firing shots. But we're buzzing on down. He's managed to take a couple of people out, but they are whittling him down. And just as we get into the camp circle, there he goes. Well, good game. Here's the results. Third class mastery badge, 542 damage. Not too bad. Most of the way up the XP table as well. That's good. Yeah, 4 kills. Excellent stuff. Do like it. Yeah, so 11 shots fired in total. Made 13.5 grand, and that was a ×2 for the day. Super. Yeah. So there we are. Couple of half decent games in these lower tier artillery pieces for you there. Yeah. I enjoy them. I think the T18 might actually be a keeper. So, yeah, I like them. It's good. They're not too quick, but not too slow. Both the reload times and the aim times are pretty damn good. And with 100% crew and these equipment slots being used up, they're actually pretty damn good. So I would say that for me, if I was starting off in the American artillery line and I needed to start off in the lower tiers without using too much free XP and such, then these two would probably be a better way of going than the Priest and the M37 and stuff. So yeah, all in all, pretty good. But let me know what you think and see if you guys have had any good games and whatnot, and good luck on the battlefield. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!